ourselves. In what way is using other people's faults to create a nice role for ourselves genuine virtue? We won't improve a situation by one-sidedly demonizing groups while placing ourselves on a moral high ground. This only creates more division, more tension, and will unlikely change things for the better in a sustainable manner. As Lao Tzu puts it in the Tao Te Ching, I quote, "Do you want to rule the world and control it? I don't think it can ever be done. The world is a sacred vessel, and it cannot be controlled. You will only make it worse if you try. It may slip through your fingers and disappear." End quote. Now, the second one is trying to be happy. No matter if it's the pursuit of money, status, fame, power, or knowledge, these ongoing efforts to be happy are the reason why we aren't. We think that we're happy when we've got $1 million in the bank, or when we finally published that book, or when our YouTube channels have 100K subscribers. But this is hardly the case. Sure, we enjoy some momentary pleasure, but that's not happiness according to the Taoists. Moreover, by this pursuit, we exhaust our bodies and minds, while tragically never achieving what we're looking for. I quote, "This is what the world honors: wealth, eminence, long life, a good name. This is what the world finds happiness in: a life of ease, rich food, fine clothes, beautiful sights, sweet sounds. This is what it looks down on: poverty, meanness, early death, a bad name. This is what it finds bitter: a life that knows no rest, a mouth that gets no rich food, no fine clothes for the body, no beautiful sights for the eye, no sweet sounds for the ear." People who can't get these things fret a great deal and are afraid. This is a stupid way to treat the body. People who are rich wear themselves out, rushing around on business, piling up more wealth than they could ever use. This is a superficial way to treat the body. End quote. So when chasing happiness is a blind alley, what should we do instead? Well, the Taoists give us some suggestions. But before we go into them, let's look at the third one: trying to be something else. The Zhuangzi tells us a story about animals and the wind that envy each other for their inborn characteristics. The centipede envies the snake for the fact that it can move without legs, but the snake envies the wind for its ability to travel great distances without having a body at all. However, the wind argues that it takes just a finger or foot to hinder it.
Mrs. Long? Yes? We found a baby girl for your adoption.
All in all, nature has created everything with its own attributes. Nothing is better than the other. Only judgment makes it so. Thus, we feel the need to change who we are just to fit an ideal. White-skinned people try to be tanned, while East Asians try to look more European. Brunettes try to be blondes, and blondes try to be brunettes. Also, we try to change ourselves because we want to conform to a man-made standard, to fit in, simply because we're seen as defects when we don't. So a sixth finger is cut off just to comply with the five-finger standard. Why can't we just be who we are, the way nature intended us to be? That would be so much easier. Everyone and everything has its place in the whole, and by trying to alter this, we bring the world in disbalance. I quote, "When people see things as beautiful, ugliness is created. When people see things as good, evil is created. Being and non-being produce each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short define each other. High and low oppose each other. Fore and aft follow each other." End quote. So how can we put these ideas into practice? The Taoists suggest several things. First of all, the Zhuangzi points to the benefits of taking the middle path. This means that we shouldn't stretch ourselves beyond our means, but stay centered, so we conserve our health and stay close to our own nature. I quote, "Follow the middle, go by what is constant, and you can stay in one piece. Keep yourself alive, look after your parents, and live out your years." End quote. The Tao is constant, and the one who seeks the Tao unlearns something new every day, according to Lao Tzu. So instead of limiting ourselves to a belief system, we let go, keep an open mind, and give the universe room to show itself as it is. Trying to change nature is a futile pursuit, as is trying to blur our vision of nature by man-made constructs. Instead of adding to knowledge, we let go of knowledge.